there, Dr. Karen. It is Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And as we wrap up the school year and all the sports seasons and go into the summer, all the feels are coming up. Every year I'm reminded and almost kind of surprised, the month of May and the month of December, that my practice really slows down because people get kind of busy and overwhelmed. So it's all normal. But I wanted to reflect a little bit today on healthy endings and grief. I mean, we can look at grief as a negative thing, but it's actually a healthy process, because if we don't grieve and go through all the processes and the stages and the feelings, then it's going to come out somehow. The bodies keep score. Maybe it'll come out with a chronic illness or an injury, but it's important that we honor our feelings in the seasons of life and the changes. I know we just wrapped up the rugby season for my son, like in the state championship. They're second in the state, 13th in the nation, so not too shabby, but it was a brutal loss. And then my daughter wrapped up her dance competition season, and she came home with a huge trophy. So that was kind of a nice way to wrap up. And then my college kid, all the stuff's in my garage, so he's moving on. This summer he's going to have an internship at General Motors in Fort Wayne, Indiana, so that'll be exciting. So yeah, I'm super excited about the summer and things kind of slowing down, but then I have this, this sad feeling of the end of a chapter and a season. It's kind of like, when you start school in the fall, just a reminder, your kids are getting older. I know there's graduations coming up. I don't have a graduate this year. Next year, class of 2026, my second son, so that'll be a huge deal. And I was just visiting with another mom. I mean, there's kindergarten graduation coming up, and 5th grade graduation, 8th grade graduation, all the things. So they bring up a lot of feelings. And I just want to offer a few tips, kind of just honor the moment, honor the accomplishments, honor all the connections. Make sure that you take time to connect with people, especially, you might not be seeing as much as you go into a different season, even just going into summer, or if activities change next year, some of the patterns you've gotten used to. I know with some of the sports teams, the seniors are graduating, soccer and football, so it's a different composition, kind of creating something new, always something to look forward to. And then honoring the sad feelings, especially, if you have a kid going off to college. I know when I launched my firstborn, I cried for weeks. I remember I cried all the way driving to College Station. But where we are now, I'm so proud of him and all the things that he's accomplishing. And we've had a lot of fun memories in College Station, at the baseball games, softball, and the football games. So honor where you are. Reach out to me if you have any questions. I'll put out some more. I've been blogging on Substack. That's been a lot of fun. So you can subscribe if you wish and get some of my tips. I just had some tips for summer 2025, although that could be evergreen, and there's all sorts of things in there for planning your summer. And then also tips that are kind of for connecting with your teenager or your college kid over the summer, kind of similar to what I do in December when our kids come home for the holidays, or not, maybe mine's just home for a couple days and then off to Indiana. So let me know what's on your mind, how I can be helpful, but honor yourself, honor the season, honor the transitions, and plan fun things to look forward to. Plan a staycation, plan a real vacation, plan summer camps, plan downtime. We've had fantastic weather here. Well, I've enjoyed the rain, so I get to wear my raincoat. I rarely get to wear my raincoat in South Texas, but it sure is green. So enjoying the cooler weather before the summer sets in. So happy graduation, happy end of the semester, end of school, happy summer.